David Bay here for MuscularDevelopment.com. We are in Las Vegas for the 2015 NPC USA Championships. I'm here with super heavyweight competitor Blair Mone. Blair, you missed your pro card by one spot. one spot at Nationals last year, third place in a very tough super heavyweight lineup.
Indeed, yeah.
You haven't been here at the USAs for a few years.
Right.
Tell us what you've been up to since Nationals.
Since Nationals, I worked with Mike Francois. We went back to the drawing board and kind of looked at the things we needed to improve on to hopefully get up to that next level and push past. We just focused on leg sweep, getting harder, getting better conditioning, creating more balance with my physique.
Yeah, now you've been around for a while. You've been competing at a national level and doing very well at a national level for a long time. One of the things that we talk about over and over is conditioning. We've seen you a little bit sharper, a little bit softer.
Right.
Has that been one of your focuses here for 2015?
I think it's been my focus for the last 2 or 3 years, actually. As you said, I've been around for a long time, and finding my mark was one of the hardest things for me to do in bodybuilding with bringing in my conditioning, and I feel like Mike and I found a great formula that we used for the Nationals. It worked out really well, and I think we improved upon it here for the USAs, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, and as somebody, Blair and I were just joking a little bit off camera, we've both been around for a while, started competing in the early 2000s, and it seems like when we were a little bit younger, there was a lot of talk about, some guys preferred to come in a little bit fuller and sacrifice some conditioning,
right.
And it worked for guys back then. I think most noticeably, Chris Cook in 2003 and 2004, a guy who looked really good when he came in fuller, when he tried getting really peeled, flattened out a little bit. But it doesn't seem like that's the case anymore in 2015. It seems like conditioning is really where it's at.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think we're seeing more of a throwback, for lack of a better word, to the harder, more striated physiques. I think that's something that I love in bodybuilding. I always did, and to be able to find that formula for myself has been exciting.
Now with an off season of only 8 months and knowing you're probably going to have a few months of prep, as far as your off season weight, is that something that you kept in control a little bit more? Or is that something that you usually keep pretty tight?
Not really, no. Honestly. Again, I kind of subscribe to a little bit older school feel. I try to eat as many calories as I can to grow. When it's time to come down. I try to eat clean calories. I'm not out eating junk food or anything like that. Maybe a cheat meal here, once a week type of thing. But I definitely just try to push the envelope and try to grow as much as possible.
And how long of a prep did you do here for the USAs?
My preps kind of go in phases. So 16, 20 weeks. Complete dieting, 16 weeks.
Okay, so substantial prep, but if you're looking for that pro card, got to do what you got to do.
Absolutely.
So, all right, guys, well, we know Blair's got to head out, get a few things done before we have our prejudging tomorrow, guys. I've said at 1 o'clock a couple times. It's actually starting at noon Pacific time, so make sure you check back to Muscular Development for our live play-by-play, our real-time stage shots, as well as our professional galleries. But once again, for now, we're going to let Blair get going. So for myself and everybody at MuscularDevelopment.com, best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
And we are out.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, any shout-outs, anything before we wrap it up?
Just want to thank Mike Francois. I want to thank my wife Jessica. I couldn't do it without her. All my family and friends who support me, and my buddies Eddie and Sonny.
All right, guys.
Many more that I'm sure I'm forgetting many. But,
probably go on for
right?
and everybody else. Yeah. All right, guys. Once again, David Bay, Blair Mone for MuscularDevelopment.com.